So here's the secret to getting jacked, right? And now I don't think like there's much people talking about this, especially in the fitness industry, which is a total mess. Like nobody talks about this thing, right? The secret that gets you jacked, right? Because it doesn't sound too good, right? But in this video, I'm gonna share it with you, right? Because bro, I've been training for over 3 years now, consistently, and to get jacked, it really comes down, like, it simplifies to one thing, right? Because how does someone who's skinny, like genuinely skinny, go to becoming jacked? It's only one thing that really actually matters, right? Which I'm gonna share with you in this video. So bro, just commit to watching this video from the start till the end, and you will also learn how. So, bro, if we observe how every skinny person, gets jacked, you realize something, he starts training and he also starts dieting. But what actually happens? Like, what's the process? Like, what's the secret? Like, what does he actually do that gets him jacked? Because there's some people who train. You might be also like example of this, right? I might be talking about you. You train and everything, but you're not really getting anywhere. Like, okay, you built some muscle and all, but you're nothing close to jacked, right? And how do you get like out of this? How do you like, make some good progress and actually get jacked and reach your dream physique? Like, how do you all do it? Like, how do you do it? Right? So, bro, it doesn't sound very good. Like, doesn't sound as good, but it does actually work. So, bro, what's actually the secret? Like, what does everyone do to get jacked? It's a long term bulk. Yes, you heard me right. A long term bulk. So, how does it look like? Because, bro, you might have like, some like negative beliefs about bulking because you see people bulking and they only gain fat and they get really fat and everything. But it's not like that. Of course, gaining fat on a bulk is inevitable, but what if you minimize the fat gain and maximize the muscle gain? That would be the best case scenario. And there's a way to do that, which is lean bulking. So now, how do you lean bulk? First of all, you're gonna be gaining weight slowly. How slow? 1 to 2 kilograms a month. I know that sounds like really low, but that's how much you actually need to gain muscle, like maximize muscle growth and minimize fat gain. 1 to 2 kilograms a month, 2 to 4 pounds a month, basically, right? And now you're gonna stick to the bulk, just like I said, for the long term. So 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, long time, right? And you commit to the bulk. It's not a 2 week phase that I'm gonna get jacked and then oh no, I'm gaining some fat. Cut. No, you're gonna commit to the bulk, right? And the price of gaining some muscle and optimizing your testosterone and everything, because like you're bulking, you're growing and everything, is some fat gain, right? Which is, I know, nobody wants to gain fat, but because, bro, that's like the small price, which is not so bad. If you can minimize it, it's good, right? So now, after, you start bulking everything for the long term, you're, keeping your protein high and everything, then there is one thing, the training. Because, bro, bulking alone without the training will just get you fat. You also need to train. But for the training, you have to do it properly. You might not be like, for most people, their training is enough, right? But they're not bulking, right? But for some people, you might, do the bulk properly and everything, but your training is not in check. So here's some 4 rules when it comes to training. Number one is the intensity, which is like how hard you go. Go all out in every single set. Trust me, yes. Go to failure every single set. That's the first thing. Number two is the volume. Volume, that's basically like the amount of sets you do. How do you think about it? Like how much should you do? You think about the amount of sets per week for each muscle. So for example, for chest, you do like this is for every muscle, okay? But I'm just using chest as an example. You do 9 to more sets per week for chest, right? Which is also for every muscle, right? So 9 sets or more. How does like 9 sets look like? 9 sets is basically 3 exercises, 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets. And if you know math, 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, right? So that's how you do your volume. And you do this for every single muscle, right? So for example, for your biceps, at least 3 exercises, 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets. And then comes progressive overload. Now, what's progressive overload? It's basically a system to help you keep building muscle and strength, right? So, how do you do it? Pick a rep range that you will always stick to. right? For me personally, and what I recommend is 8 to 15 on all muscles except legs, 8 to 12, right? So 8 to 15 reps for most muscles, right? So let's say you're doing 5 kilogram bicep curls, right? You start with 5 kilogram dumbbells and you're doing bicep curls for like 9 reps, right? We said the rep is gonna be from the rep range, we said that's gonna be from 8 to 15, right? So you're doing 5 kilogram dumbbells, 9 reps. Each week try to, like each session, try to do more. So 10, next session 11, next session 12, until you hit 15 reps. When you hit 15 reps, you can increase the weight. So now you're doing 7.5 kilograms, and now you can do like 8 reps. So now you repeat the whole cycle from 8 till 15. Each session try to keep push more and keep going until you hit 15 again, and then you can increase the weight. And that's how progressive overload actually works. And lastly, it's more like a tip when it comes to progressive overload and everything. Always, bro. Promise me, like always, never ever sacrifice your form to get more reps, because when you sacrifice your form and use some momentum or cheat reps, you're just making the weight easier for yourself. So you're technically like reducing the weight. So now you're not really progressing properly, and you might injure yourself. So, bro, always perfect your form and prioritize your form over everything, right? And, bro, if you want to get jacked and you want me to personally coach you and help you to get jacked, DM me on Instagram. And that's it. Whoosh.